2K17, the tail end of it. A lot of y'all.
All right, so that's already the first thing. So he's saying he started playing Park 2K17. And first of all, the title of the video is the fall of NBA 2K Park. And everybody got their own thing on why they think that Park failed or whatever. So yeah, but he started playing 2K, what he said, 17. I started playing 2K, really 2K, what? I want to say I started playing 2K14, even though I barely played it. I had a little mod player. I think I got him up to like a 79 overall. And yeah. But anyway, get back to the video.
If y'all didn't know, I was just a Play Now guy. So when the game first came out on Dreamcast in 2000,
okay, I started straight in like my career and eventually ended up switching over to Play Now. I play Play Now now.
Played my career Play Now. Like I just did Play Now and like the association, my GM, whatever. I never really played Park. My first experience with Park was on the back end of 2K17. My full experience of Park was 2K18. 2K18 wasn't the greatest game to experience Park with, but I did fall.
I'll be honest, that's crazy. Starting off 2K18, that is probably the worst Park experience we ever had. Like, the worst. We didn't even have a park, bro. That shit was a playground.
To me, I put out a tweet, okay? So I did put out a tweet just asking the community, you know, what are some ideas that we can utilize to try to make Park good?
That's already the worst idea you could ever do. Because everybody gonna say the same thing, dog.
Great again. And why do we feel like
literally
Park has declined? Okay. Now I had in my mind what was the issue. And
like asking the community, because majority of the time it's gonna be the same shit.
Kind of on the same page. But
yeah, exactly. I literally just said that.
What 2K did to kill the Park wasn't done in a malicious way, right? 2K is not gonna in any way, shape, or form do anything.
What you mean what 2K did to... I don't really think... The problem is this, bro. I don't think... You're right. It's not malicious, but what 2K did to kill Park is by ignoring what was already killing it. They just ignored it. They never addressed that issue.
But it's just one of those things that we just didn't see coming, okay? So let me go ahead and pull up a couple of tweets for some guys first. The first one I want to talk about is Power. Power said, all right,
Power D up. What you got?
If you mean the actual Park, again, see that's...
All right. If you mean the actual Park, there's just no reason to go there anymore. For Fast Rep, players go to matchmaking. For VC, they hit stage. For easier games, Pro Am 3v3 or the 100 court is the better option, since it's less likely to have cheaters because no meter. Okay. I kind of wish I could have seen the rest that he said right there, but I'm gonna let Uncle Demi say what he's gonna say.
The actual Park. So what's going on right now is that a lot of people play nothing but theater, and that is not the Park, right? The actual Park is where we're out there in, you know, one of our affiliations playing outside, not matchmaking, standing on dots. That's the Park, right?
Okay.
He said there's just no reason to go there anymore. For Fast Rep, players go to matchmaking. For VC,
okay, first of all, it used to not be like that. Fast Rep, we used to go to the rec. We used to go to the Jordan Rec Center. We did not used to go just straight matchmaking.
They hit the stage for easier games, Pro Am 3v3, or just the 100 court. Yeah, I think you may be saying the ones court is a better option since it's less likely to have cheaters because there's no meter.
First of all, that 100 court, crazy work. Nah, you more than likely to get a 99 post score on that. Forget the cheaters, the 99 overall post score, bro.
So again, he has some more information there, but the top part was what really mattered to me, was because
and I'm going out there with a 6'3" guard, looking crazy.
I believe. Okay, same thing. Let's pull up Hank. Now these are some bigger creators, so they understand. They've been here for a while. Consistent.
Just because they a bigger creator, it doesn't mean, it don't mean too much of shit. Like, but consistent games better. So get consistent games and better, more fun gameplay. Not people L2 cheesing every single play. Okay. Okay.
In games and better, more fun gameplay. All right. Not people L2 cheesing every single play. That's a little bit different. Back end, that's different. But again, the consistent.
This is my thing though. this is my counter argument to what Hank is talking about, because this is something that last year players were kind of getting into it a little bit, but it took a more rampant this year because of the changes with the matchmaking. But this is all based on skill over here. And Hank, you know that you're a top skill player, bro. Like, you know that. Like, like, you're not a bot, my guy. So, they're going to put you with more people that are close to your skill level this year. And I feel like it's going to be even more in 2K26. So yeah, so this is kind of all based off preference. And as far as L2 cheesing, you can't really complain about it, bro, because here go the thing. I don't know, I forgot exactly when Hank started, but even back then, bro, Hank was literally he wasn't Steezo with it, but he was still one of the top dribblers, especially on 2K17. And you did a lot of the exploits, my guy. So for people, I just think overall, with them increasing that matchmaking and making it a little bit more tighter, you're getting players that actually know how to fucking play the game. And you're getting that at a higher rate. Like, you ain't getting those bots no more, bro. Or at least not as much as you used to.
What stands out, all right?
And I can speak for that shit even myself.
Where's you at?
Well, I don't know. As of lately, it's been a little loose.
Here we go.
As far as play now goes.
He said,
but maybe because there's less people playing.
Theater, because the theater just looks bad to me, and I usually prefer the vibes of the park, but now I just play neither. 3s and 2s meta is just pissed, unfortunately, okay? So,
yeah.
Get the same theme out of these 3 tweets, okay? One, it is the consistent gameplay. So
now that's crazy.
Sit back and think about Park when it first was implemented. The reason why people had no problem sitting around was because you only know what you know, okay? So with matchmaking coming into play, now sitting at the park for 15, 20 minutes, and then for people just to get off the dots again, and then you have to go find another spot, right? Doesn't make any sense when you could literally just go into theater and get consistent games.
Okay, hold on. For what he's saying here, this is very interesting, because these are very known content creators talking about getting games consistently. And with the time frame that he's talking about right now, bro, I mean, you can say that, you know what I'm saying? Like, Uncle Demi, you can definitely have your opinion on that. But I'm thinking it's more of this. I think it's the ego of 2K players. See, back whenever we first started playing 2K15, the reason why you got a lot of consistent games was because back then it was brand new and it was lit. So everybody was getting on the spot. But what did people start doing towards the middle, kind of the end, especially at the start of 2K16? Bro, people cared about their records, and they still do. So what they finna go do? They gonna go look at that 2K player card. They gonna see that 3-point percentage. And that was another thing. 2K15, you couldn't look at a 2K player card. It was no such thing. Like, you didn't know what a guy's win percentage was. They had to literally, back then, we used to have to take a screenshot and send it. Like, nah, bro. Send me a screenshot of your win loss in the messages. That's what we did.
Over and over and over again.
Man.
Right? I mean, like, this is keep it a stack. Let's keep it 100 here.
Yeah.
There's no need. Okay? Now, Power hit it straight on the head. If you want to get fast rep, you got to go into matchmaking. So a lot of the guys and gals that are literally just trying to get rep, trying to get starter 3 to get the cap breakers, whatever it is, do you really want to spend, if you only have 6 hours that day of gameplay to play 2K, do you really want to spend 40% of that time just sitting around?
Nah, bro. I sure don't. That's why I don't play Park no more. Too much waiting.
Wait on the dots longer than the game actually lasts sometimes, right? Just keeping it.
It wasn't sometime, bro. I'll be honest. Back in the day, you used to hop on the spot, and it's still like that to this day. You get on a 10-game win streak, you finna play maybe 1 to 2 matches an hour, bro. It used to literally get to a point where, like, especially towards the end of the year, because once again, people cared about their records. Bro, if you on like a 25-game win streak, dog, like, you would literally have to, like, it would be to the point where you'll have to get off the spot just to get a game. Like, you literally got to give up your streak just to get a game.
Near the stat. You know what I mean? You can sit there and watch the most terrible 6 group of kids or guys or gals play a park game, and it will stay 6-6 for like 10 minutes. You're like, dog, like this game is never going to end. Right?
Yeah.
Compared to theater, you can just continue to play games over and over and over again. All right?
I mean, but here's the thing too, though. You don't get to see who you playing with. You don't get the option. I mean, you know, if you load in a little quick and they still search for an opponent, you see that random, you can back out quick. But majority of the time, you hop in theater, you starting the game up instantly. You playing with what you got, kind of like how they did with Proving Grounds. You know, you play with who you got, and hopefully you just don't got little Timmy. You know.
Now, my solution, because you know I want to give a solution, give a problem and a solution.
Give me the solution, Uncle Demi. Come on.
The solution is that you got to make matchmaking put you in the park.
If I load in theater, I want to be in the theater. Don't redirect me to another goddamn park. Because here go the thing, Uncle Demi, you would be pissed off. Because I'll be honest with you, 2K tried it. They tried it. What did people ask for all year long? Can we please have retro parks? They're like, okay, we're going to bring back a retro park. We're going to bring back one of the best retro parks we ever had, which was the Rivet City. What they do? Put that shit in my team. They trying to redirect us over to my team, bro. So no, that wouldn't work. But good. I mean, I get what you're saying though. Like if they did it as far as just a scenery though, because I think that's what he's about to say. If they doing it as far as like a scenery, then yeah.
Right.
But then why would you have the park though? What would be the point of having an actual park if they're just gonna load you in the parks and theater?
Park. So you go in the theater.
You basically just asking for matchmaking.
I mean, or you go in the theater, whatever. You
and get rid of the parks.
3s, 2s, 1s, whatever, and then it loads you up into a park. Okay, and you're able to play those games with the park scenery. You know, not none of these robots and stuff, like legit parks, man. Like, you know, if you cannot get the IP for Venice Beach and Rucker Park and all that stuff, then make stuff that's similar.
Bro, they can get the IP, bro. They got the bread. We know that. They got money. We know that.
You know,
they don't re-sign the deal. Oh, we know they got some money.
Let me feel like I'm hooping just in some random park, you know, in the hood where like a lot of people play with the rims. You know,
bro, that go-kart just caught me all the way off guard. Bro, shit moving fast as hell.
With like one side got a net, the other side doesn't have a net. Let me get like real life park atmosphere. You know,
bro, Uncle Demi, bro, you want one side having a net, another one not.
Let me have like some, you know, some basic, you know, bots just walking around, sitting, you know, chilling on the.
Hey, all I'm saying is, bro, when you go to shoot the ball and that shit go in, but it don't count. And it's because the game can't register that it went in because it don't got no damn net. We know who fault it is. I'm playing, bro. I'm playing.
On the fences and, you know, that type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Have some girls walk by. You know what I mean? And
he want the whole. He want the hose.
I mean, just like real life stuff. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
You feel like you're genuine.
I never hit
it right on the head.
I don't mind.
We are in an unrealistic environment, but forced to play realistic sim basketball for.
This ain't even realistic sim. I don't know what this is. This ain't neither one.
Game mode that is supposed to be arcade, like with exclusive moves and animation.
That's what happens when you eliminate all your competition. Because when NBA Live shut down, 2K had to become 2K and NBA Live.